Hey friends, today I'm giving my undersink cabinet a quick and budget-friendly refresh using the Dollar Tree contact paper for the very first time. This video shows how easy and satisfying it can be transforming a space for just a few dollars. Let me know if you've tried this Dollar Tree contact paper and leave me your thoughts down below. Let's get started.
So we had some water under our kitchen sink, but when we moved in 2.5 years ago, this was already like this, but we had to get a new dishwasher. And when they changed out the copper piping to this yucky plastic tubing, which apparently is regulation now, they never put anything under the sink. So unfortunately this got all wet again, and this stuff, this particle board or whatever is on the bottom, just started like flaking off. I can't wipe it out, nothing. So I picked up this contact paper from Dollar Tree. This entire tube of contact paper was $1.25. I'm pretty excited about that. And I think I should be able to, oh yeah, I'll definitely be able to get the whole thing. But I'm gonna have to be creative and make some cuts. And I'm gonna make the marks right on the top of the decorative part, just because it doesn't matter to me. This is self-adhesive too. You just peel the back off. I'm going to just make a mark here where this pipe is. And I hope y'all can see what I'm doing here. I'm making a little mark here where the pipe is, just so that I know where I'm gonna make my lines to come in. Next, I'm gonna measure from the back wall to where the pipes are. So we've got about 4 inches in. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my tape measure here, and then I'm going to go 4 inches in. We'll go to 5 just to be safe. And I'm just making another red mark there so that I know how far in I need my slit to be. And again, 5 inches, just made a little mark there. I'm actually gonna use a breadboard under here just because. Before I do that, I'm going to roll this up a little bit. Okay, so here's my line. I know it's this one right here because it's more prominent. So I'm gonna roll up both ends here till I get to my mark, which is right here. And then I'm gonna follow this line straight across here. Just so I stay on the line, I'm just gonna make a couple of marks just to make sure that I don't lose track. There we go. I grabbed this ruler here. It's a straight edge, but it's a, I can't think of the name of it right now, but anyway, these are really handy. So I'm gonna use this to get a nice straight edge or cut on here. Line it up with my marks there the best I can. Doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, nobody's really gonna see this, but, and then I'm just gonna press down on that and I'm gonna cut. Okay. All right, ta-da. Roll that excess up. I actually don't have a lot left. I might have to go grab another one. And then here are my little marks. I hope you can see those right here. And then they have to go all the way into here. So I'm just lining that up. I'm gonna cut it right to that line to 6 inches, or 5 inches, I believe it was. I know it's not going to be perfect, and I do the best I can. I like to get things done effectively and efficiently. I don't have a lot of time. My days are busy. All right, now I'm going to turn this around and a moment of truth. So that is not too shabby. Now, before I take the sticky backing off, I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm just going to cut around where I made these marks here, just to give those pipes a little more room. Like I said, this doesn't have to be pretty, at least not for me. I mean, I just don't care that much, you know? It just doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to work. Just want to cover up this bottom area here of the cabinet so that I can easily wipe it out when I need to. And I'm literally just cutting out like a little space here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but hopefully you get what I'm doing here. I'm just cutting out like a square. I'm not gonna even bother with a circle. I don't care that much. This was gonna be a place where, you know, people would see this. I would be much more fussy about it, but I just don't feel like that's necessary. All right, so I cut out a couple of little squares there. We'll see now if I did an all right job with that. Make sure all the edges line up. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that down. I think I'm going to start at this edge here, this far right edge. There's the edge of my cabinet. And I'm going to peel, like kind of go in sections here. Okay, so I have a feeling this is going to be kind of hard to work with. So I want to line this up really well with the edge of the cabinet here before I stick it down too much. Just line up that edge, and then I'm going to continue to pull up this paper, making sure that I'm lined up. It's going to be bumpy because this is so bumpy underneath, but again, it just doesn't matter to me. That isn't an issue for me. I'm just trying to smooth it out as I go. I've never used this paper from Dollar Tree before. Coming around the pipe here, my first little nook and cranny. Okay. And then I gotta get the paper off the back of this section here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to do it this way, I guess. That's all right. So I'm gonna pull this off. Push that underneath for now. Okay. What are we doing here? Okay. I have to get this out. I'm just gonna tear it right off. Okay, so now this part's a little tricky, y'all, but we'll get it. We will get it. Okay, and I'm gonna pull the rest of this out here because, sorry for that ear killing noise, you guys, but 'tis the nature of the beast here. So I'm gonna try to push this down the best I can here. Just get everything kind of where I want it to be. Okay, and then before I'm not like pressing down super hard just yet because I need this to be able to be movable a little bit yet. And so I still have some paper here. Gee, y'all, I just realized I forgot I have my dishwasher going. That was not very well thought out, but I hope you can still hear me anyway. And this tube right here that they replaced, the copper with this is a pain because it's flexible, but yet it's not. Like, it doesn't want to move out from under here. So I gotta try to get the backing off of here somehow underneath this hose. I don't know how. I think what I'm gonna have to do, it's gonna be tricky, but I'm gonna have to pull this out and I'm gonna have to pull it off the back first, and then hoping that I will be able to maneuver it underneath that hose and that cord without it getting too messed up. Oh, no, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. All right. I do feel like this contact paper so far is pretty forgiving, actually. So let's keep going here. Come on. I just need like a little give. I need a little give, but I don't want to mess with these pipes and not too much here. I don't want to loosen anything up and cause a leak. So, all right. Okay. Ugh. Now I'm pressing everything down. This is sticking pretty well as it probably can on this weird stuff. So, and then I'm gonna cut a piece to go here. Let's measure first, you know, my very intricate professional measuring system I got going on here. I'm gonna go this way here. So I'm getting my straight edge back out, and we're gonna lay that nice and flat. Oh, I need to go the other way with my board here. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna call that good enough. Press her down, get my knife where I want it, and then pull this piece back to hold it in place. In case you've not used one of these, I get these on Amazon. I can leave a link below for you. They are phenomenal. I literally use them almost every day. I have several sizes. And we're cutting. No going back now, my friends. Gotta make my marks here. I feel like, you know, I am a planner in just about every sense, but there are times where I just need to get stuff done. Like, I just don't have time to plan stuff out. You know what I mean? I know some of you have to know what I mean. There's just not enough time in the day, and I have to prioritize what I'm going to put my time toward and into and what I'm not. And this just isn't one of those things that matters all that much to put all that time into. So, all right, so we have two pieces here now of this, and then I'm going to cut this one in half as well, because then those pieces will be even. I'm just going to use the whole shebang here. I mean, talk about bang for your buck. I mean, $1.25, and I feel like this is a winner chicken dinner. I mean, honestly, like, and I love that this has a little give to it, so that like I don't have to worry if I got it perfect the first time. Okay, there we go. go. All right, so now I have 4 pieces. It's not exactly how I had planned it, but you know, that's just not how life works sometimes, especially when you're busy. You know, everything just can't be perfect. So, all right, now I'm gonna go here. Yeah, ideally my line here would have been back there, but it's all right. I'm okay with it. Are you guys okay with it? If you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. So again, like I said, right now, I just need to get it done. That's all that matters. This edge here, I'm not gonna cut that off. I feel like that's a waste. I'm just gonna put it in this far corner here. I mean, you're not gonna see it. And I will surely forget that it's there very quickly, so it's not gonna bother me any. I just wanna make sure I get it even. Now don't be coming for me in the comments section, you guys, and letting me know there's all these better ways to do this, because I know there are. I know there's better ways to do this. Probably easier ways, more effective, all the things, and that's all right. It's just under my kitchen sink, and it is a huge improvement for me, so I am thrilled about it. And again, I'm just kind of lining this up with the edge here, trying to get the sides to match here, the edges. All right. Hey, that's an improvement, right? I mean, come on, that is an improvement. So I'm gonna have to cut one more piece here, and I'm gonna do it really willy-nilly here. I'm just gonna do what I did in the first round here, and I'm just gonna measure where that is. Lining it up with the other edge there, and I'm gonna cut it right here on this line. Need to line it up here, and I need to line it up here. So we're going to line it up by this edge here, I guess, right here. It is not perfect, but it is all right. It's all right. I mean, you really can hardly even see. At least I can't. I can hardly see where those lines are, actually. This contact paper from Dollar Tree is quite impressive, my friends. But I'll let you know. Keep watching. Make sure you're subscribed, because I'll keep you posted on how well this holds up under here. I'll give it like a month, and then another like 3-month report. I'll let you know if we have any leaks, which I'm not anticipating. But if we would, I'm going to let you know how this held up and how it performed and how easy it is when I wipe it out and how it handles all the things that I put in it. Yeah, now I'm just going to do a couple of little cuts here to even things out. Oh, you guys can't even see that. Hold on. See, I need to do like a cut right here. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to move you guys out of the way because I can't do it. My tripod and phone there. So, oh man, I'm getting too old to be climbing around like this. I don't know how the plumbers and that do it, but I'm just doing the best I can here to make it, you know, presentable. Sometimes you have to be okay with not perfect, because my friends, life is messy. Life isn't perfect. People aren't perfect. You know what I mean? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? It just is what it is. So I am going to use my straight edge here if I can get it in there. I think that I can, because I do want this to be straight. I want it to look decent. I like being proud of my work. Okay, so let's see, that is not horrible. You know, I'm happy with it. I used to be what some would call a perfectionist. And I'll tell you what, guys, when life comes at you hard and, you know, people need your help, or you just got things going on, you just gotta kind of throw caution to the wind, and you have to allow yourself that grace and say, you know what, things don't have to be perfect. Sometimes things just have to be done, or they just have to be, or they just have to be good enough, you know? I'm not gonna bother doing that back there. That is dust. And I'm gonna clean that right now. I'm not gonna do that top shelf because there's just not good enough access to that. But y'all, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I could have probably come a little closer to the edge here. And I still could if I really wanted to, but I just, you know, I'm tired. I have too much to do, so I'm leaving it as is. I love it. I think it turned out great. I am pleased. I'm impressed with the Dollar Tree contact paper, my friends. Yep, there it is. So here's what we have left of the contact paper. I picked these up on Amazon, and you just put them together. It takes like 10 minutes tops. Oh, it's so heavy. I mean, it just gives me that extra layer where I can stack things. I just love this thing so much. Drying racks, or drying pads, I mean, or mats, they are phenomenal. Use this all the time. And then what goes on top here is Old English. I hope I'm in frame. I can't tell. Fingers crossed. And these are what go on the top shelf here. Got some Barkeeper's Friend, CLR for hard water stains, a couple of Goo Gons. Murphy's oil soap is fantastic. I've been using that for years. It's a big old jug that's going right there. Our dishwasher guys who installed our dishwasher said not to use the pods. We've always used the dishwasher pods that you just throw in. He said don't use those because the film that encapsulates the ingredients never fully disintegrates, so it ends up clogging up dishwashers and all the parts and leaving a film and whatnot, and ends up ruining your dishwasher. So he said to switch to any kind of liquid or powder detergent. So he suggested something like this combo. So we picked those up. We have what every person should have in their kitchen: easy fire spray, stops fires fast, just in case. Put that in the back right there, and I always know where that is. Some nifty Febreze. You can go back there too. And then have the dishwasher cleaner, a fresh. I use these similar ones in my washer as well. I like those. And then my dishwasher soaps are right here in the front. A couple of extra sponges here. Some microfiber cloths here I got from Amazon. And then a couple more that my mom and I picked up one day. I think we may have gotten those at Sam's, or I don't really remember, but I've had them quite a while. My little duster mitt, and then my handy dandy Norwex purple cloth for windows, for a glass, anything. These are phenomenal. Probably my most used cleaning product. I call that success, my friends. I'm thrilled. I am thrilled with that. Project complete. I love my tin coat, you guys. It's not perfect, but it is super helpful and quick. You know, sometimes that's just what you need. Just press that button and she'll clean herself up a little. Then we have to empty this container right here. If you do not empty this right away, it will reek, my friends. It will reek. Here's where all your little notifications are. Charging station. Get some extras. She's done. Okay, so we are done cleaning. I'm gonna come down here. You can see the icky. So we're gonna take that out. Here's the filter. Now, I'm gonna need both hands to empty this, so. But I'm gonna dump it in the toilet. Got to take this filter and cap off. It separates right here. Take that off. And then we're gonna take this back into the laundry room. Turn on some hot water. Rinse everything off really well. About once a month, I do a nice, good cleaning on this entire thing. I'll change my filter out and clean the old one, or the other one. I have a couple. But I just give that a really good rinse in between cleanings. I just let it sit right there for drying. And then I put this piece here, give it a whirl. And then I'm just going to lay that like so. Let it kind of drip dry. I usually let it dry the whole day. And then I come back in, put it together. stick it back in there, and then I don't fill the reservoir up with cleaner and water until I'm ready to use it again. Take a paper towel, clean this out, and then I'm just gonna put it back together. Ew. Most of the time I'll rinse this off. I'm not gonna do that now because I'm not feeling too good. I have such a headache. Putting that on and then just snap that back into place. And she's ready for next time. All right, guys. So just finished cleaning up my mess by the kitchen sink. Used my Tinco, showed you that. I had a really bad burn about a week and a half ago or so. And it's like, I don't know, it has taken forever to heal. My body just doesn't heal like it used to, but it's still very painful. Yeah, I know. I'm a sunscreen advocate, and I just wasn't thinking. Sat by my friend's pool for 2 hours from 9 to 11. We went swimming a couple times, sat by the pool. We were in the sun. I had a hat on and sunscreen on my face, thankfully. The color you see on my face is actually self-tanner. Let me know if you want to know which one. Love, love, love it. Anyway, I've had some nausea since I got burned, and the burn was pretty extensive, actually. I had blistering, but I think it was blistering. It was weird. It was like blisters, but it was more like bumps. It was weird. And my skin is real patchy now. And in some areas have peeled, but like my upper arm and my shoulder that took the brunt of the burn. I want to show you guys. It is excruciating still. I mean, it just hurts so bad, you guys. Even having a shirt on still a week and a half later. But today I woke up with like such a headache, and I've been getting these every so often where my veins like bulge out right here on this side. They like pulsate, I guess. And it's so painful, y'all. It is painful. And now I feel nauseous too. And I don't know if it's related, but you know, I was leaning forward a lot to do that contact paper, but yeah, it is crazy. I don't like headaches and nausea. Two of my least favorite things. Might have to break down and take a couple Tylenol. I think I'm gonna have some electrolytes. Some Element. I like the ones in the can. Have you tried those? They're really good. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, my friends. Have a beautiful day. Bye.